And we are back. We had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we're still on our first batter. It's actually a full count. There's a chopper to shortstop. Campbell has it. He waits for it. He's going to have to hurry just in time to retire Pettingale 6-3. And that's how the D3 Sac-Joaquin Section Championship game gets underway. Batting second will be Wesley Estes, the third baseman.
Third baseman number 6, Wesley Estes.
I'll welcome in my broadcast partner, Jared Hicks. Jared, happy to have you out here with us here today. Always a fun time when we come out here for these Memorial Day games.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun thing to see the high schoolers out here playing for the best of the best.
There's another chopper to Campbell at short. He's going to have to wait for this one. Strong arm across the diamond in time to retire Estes on one pitch. So 6-3, 6-3 is how this thing gets started. And that'll bring up number 25, Justin Noreen, the first baseman. A big body there, number 25.
Justin Noreen.
He's a 6'1" senior. Look at Yuba City's all seniors and juniors. For Colfax, they sprinkle in a couple of sophomores. Yuba City definitely has a little bit more experience as that one's high and inside 1-0 on a fastball. Loomis on the mound. And the pitch. Fouled back, 1-1. Devin Loomis with the pitch, outside 2-1. Nice stop there by Wilson. Nathan Schemmel is our in-game engineer, and Justin Gorley is our videographer. We had a little bit of sun come through on the last game, but it's pretty much dark clouds as far as the eye can see. Here at Sacramento City College, fouled back out of play now, 2-2 on Noreen.
Yeah, and it was expected to be an overcast day earlier in the morning, maybe not so much still into the afternoon, but as of right now, the heavens have not opened up.
That's high and inside on a fastball, 3-2.
Opened up to delay this game, which is a good thing.
So Pettingale ran the count full before grounding out. Estes swung on the first pitch, and now Noreen has got it full. And the payoff pitch is a curveball, misses outside. Noreen's on base via walk. Now I'll bring up the cleanup hitter, number 48, Cameron Dana, the designated hitter here today for the Honkers, who I mentioned in the pregame show won 2007 through 2010. They're back in the section title game for the first time in 3 years, which seemed like a long time to be out a couple years ago. High and inside on a fastball. It actually hits Dana. So Noreen goes to second, Dana to first on the free pass. And that'll bring up Jordan St. Laurent, number 4, the center fielder.
Catcher number 8, Cooper Goldby.
And that's a correction. It's actually going to be number 8, Cooper Goldby, the catcher. Could be a last-minute switch in the lineups. We had St. Laurent batting 5th and Cooper batting 6th, but it could be changed around. That one's right down Broadway for a called strike 0-1. Curveball's driven to right field, but moving to his left and making the play is Ressinger, and the inning is over just like that for the Honkers. They get no runs on no hits. They'll leave 2. We'll head to the home half of the first with Colfax Falcons coming up to bat.
Folks, do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here today? Tell your school to sign up for the Play on Sports school broadcast program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Special thanks to Wilson, the official baseball supplier of the CIF Sac-Joaquin Section Championship game. And Crystal Creamery, official sponsor of the Sac-Joaquin Section, your local area's proud to support local athletes.
We got to do lineups, that's right. And getting ready for the home half of the first, let me give you your starting lineups for the Colfax Falcons, led by Tim Dant, 20-7 on the year. Leading off, number 12, Ryan Glasner, the center fielder. Batting second, number 7, Ray Henry, the center fielder. In the 3-hole, number 3, David Campbell, the shortstop. Batting cleanup, number 5, Devin Loomis, the pitcher. In the 5-hole, number 22, James Dean, the first baseman. Batting 6, number 4, Matt Paskey, the second baseman. Batting 7th, number 27, Kyle Bryant, the third baseman. Batting 8th, number 20, Michael Wilson. And batting 9th, number 10, Chase Wrestlinger. And I'll give you your defensive alignments for the Honkers here after this first pitch, which is a fastball outside 1-0 on Glasner. They're going to go Miller in center, Miller in left, St. Laurent in center, Boogerin in right, Estes at third, Pettingale at short, Mahia at second, Noreen at first, Goldby the catcher, and Eden on the mound. 2-1 is the count on the leadoff hitter, Glasner. Looks like just for the first couple pitches, Jared Eden has some heat behind him.
Yeah, he definitely is trying to go after him with the hard stuff, and so far so good for Glasby as far as his patience, really trying to feel out this pitcher.
Looks like Glasner had called for time on the 2-2 pitch with dark clouds overhead. Wind moving now right to left. 2-2 pitch on the way. High and inside. Full count now on Glasner. Glasner, a senior, 6'1", lefty against the righty Eden. That's fouled back out of play. So a nice little battle here to start off the home half of the first for Colfax. Swing and a miss on a changeup. And that's how the game gets started for the Honkers on defense.
Left fielder number 7, Ray Henry.
That'll bring up Ray Henry. Henry, the left fielder. This is a sophomore. High and inside on Ray, 1-0. Ball's back fouled out of play, 1-1. Outside 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Looks like Eden so far been going fastballs pretty much on every pitch. I haven't seen much off-speed stuff or a curveball yet. He's got this velocity. Another fastball misses just high as Goldby tried to frame it. And it's a full count now for the second straight batter, this time to Henry. Henry swings and just gets it. Please, probably would have been ball 4. But on a full count, you don't want to be too sure. You Try to foul off anything close. Give yourself another shot at it. St. Laurent in center is shifted to the right. And that hits Henry. Would have been ball 4 anyway. So the Falcons get their number 2 hitter on for David Campbell.
David Campbell.
He's the shortstop, left-handed batter. Made some fantastic plays there in the first inning. Those were not routine grounders. He had to come in and show some range and some good arm strength to get to a couple of batters there in the first. Good lead for Henry. That ball's outside 1-0 now on Campbell. Campbell, a junior, 6'3". Fouls that one back out of play.
Good crowd on hand today. Very full here at Union Stadium for this D3 championship game.
Yeah, it sure is. Both these schools.
Well represented.
Absolutely. It's good to see. Not a whole lot of seats available. That one's inside. 2-1 now on Campbell. Runner goes. Pitches outside. Good throw down, and they got him. So Henry's picked off 2-4. A little bit of a high throw, but Mahia did a good job of climbing the ladder and coming down and getting that. And we see the second base pop out. We saw that all happen all throughout the first game. Got to get that thing lugged in there somehow. Every time there's a slide at second, that second base is coming out of the dirt. Nice tag there by Mahia.
Yeah, it was interesting because I could see Henry trying to gesture back and forth to test Yuba City to see how they were going to play him. He took the chance to try to get the steal, just wasn't able to get there in time. So instead of having a runner in scoring position now, nobody on base for Campbell.
And 2 outs, 3-1 pitch on the way. Fastball misses outside. So another free pass for the Falcons, this time via walk.
Pitcher number 5, Devin Loomis.
That'll bring up number 5, the pitcher, Devin Loomis. Loomis is senior, 6'3". Starting pitcher today will also play some at third base. That's fouled back out of play. 0-1. That's a curveball, misses outside. 1-1. Wind picking up here. It was no wind at all in that first game. Swing and a miss. Getting by Goldby, but he's able to track it down quick, and he'll hold Campbell at first. It's 1-2 now. Eden ahead of the count. We'll see what he does here. Another curveball misses outside, 2-2. Curveball's in there for a called strike on the outside corner. So 2 strikeouts in the frame for Eden. For the Falcons, they get no runs, no hits. They'll leave one through 1 inning, no score. You're listening to the D3 Sac-Joaquin Section Championship game only on PlayOnSports.com.
After the first inning, no runs, no hits, no errors.
Top of the second, no score here from Union Stadium, and it'll be Mejia, Eden, and Bugarin due up for the Honkers. It'll be 5, 6, 7. No, 6, 7, 8. That's a called strike quickly. 0-2 now on Goldby. That's popped up to short, or to second. Easy play there for Plasky. One away.
That was Mejia.
Pitcher number 24, Chandler Eden.
That'll bring up Chandler Eden, the pitcher, number 24. He drives at first pitch to second. Stopped on one bounce, throw over to first in time. Nice play there from Plasky.
Very nice play, going away from his throwing hand to get down, get the play over to first base for the putout. Very nice job.
Bugarin is our batter. Damon, right fielder, number 7. Bugarin, a lefty. Swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2 now on Bugarin. And we're going to have a quick meeting on the mound between Wilson and Loomis. Matt Miller is on deck. Should Bogerin get on base? Two away here in the top of the second. No score. 2013 D3 Section 3 Division 3 Sac-Joaquin Section Championship game. That one's fouled back. Bogerin giving a nice little shove there at the plates. 0-2 pitch on the way. Check swing. It's back to Loomis. He picks it up. Underhand toss. Not in time. A little bit too careless there, Jared.
Yeah, just it's so tough with those plays when you mishandle the ball to begin with. It was a tricky hop to begin with. Don't know if that's going to be ruled an infield hit or an error.
E1 on that. Yeah, I thought he was a little too far away to try to underhand it. Usually you do that if you're a couple feet away, but he was just off the mound when he tried to underhand it, and he bobbled it. So it's an E1 as Bogerin reaches on the air, and that'll bring up the 9-hitter Matt Miller, the left fielder, number 12. Righty against righty here. Small lead over there by Bogerin. They check back on him. So fastball misses low. 2-0. Called strike on the inside corner. 2-1. Just getting a piece of it to even the count at 2-2.
Yeah, you see Bugarin over there at first base getting a nice sizable lead the last two times. We'll see if he either stays there or tries to test it and try to take a base with 2 outs.
Two pitch. is very high, almost hit Miller, and advancing to second base on the wild pitch is Bogerin. So runner in scoring position for the second time in as many innings for the Honkers. We'll see if they can capitalize. It's a full count, top of the second, 2 outs. Runner on second. We'll see what Loomis does here. Gets the pitch he wants, and the delivery, swing and a miss. And the Honkers go down in the second. They get no runs on on no hits. They'll leave one through an inning and a half, no score. Here from Union Stadium, you're listening to the D3 Sac-Joaquin Division Section Championship game only on PlayOnSports.com.
Folks, we want you to remind us to follow Play On Sports on Facebook and Twitter, giving you all the news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Contact your local agent by calling.
Home half of the second, it'll be the 5, 6, 7 hitters. James Dean, Matt Paskey, and Kyle Bryant. James Dean, the batter, number 22, the first baseman, a lefty. 6'3". Good length. That's outside. 1-1. Eden gets the signal and the pitch. That's right down Broadway for a called strike. 1-2 now on James Dean. He just fouls that one back out of play down the third baseline. Count will remain at 1-2. Fastball misses low, 2-2. Again, thanks for Max Preps doing a great job of putting the programs together, keeping stats on the teams and records on the teams all year long. They do a great job. Hats off to Max Preps as always. 2-2 pitch. Curveball, and he got him. Dean didn't know what to think on that pitch. Third strikeout of the game already for Eden. That was nasty. That went from about 9-3.
Well, it's so hard, too, because as you mentioned earlier in the broadcast, man, he came out throwing gas, and then when you're able to bring that off-speed pitch like that, that's just tough to keep up with.
6 batters, Matt Paskey, the second baseman. Swings at the first pitch, chops it foul, 0-1. And there's some country heat. Called strike 0-2. Some gas on that one. So Paskey's going to have to protect here, down 0-2. Same location, just a little bit of a different result. That one just misses the outside corner. Goldby tried to frame it.
Couldn't quite get Paskey to chase on that one. Very much a purpose pitch.
1-2. Curveball, swing and a miss. Eden brought his A game today. 4 strikeouts already, and that'll bring up Kyle Bryant. Bryant, the third baseman, number 17. See if he can at least put it in play. I think Eden thought a little control issues, a walk and a hit batsman there in the first, but he seems like he's found his groove here in the second. 0-1 on a swing and a miss. Not even close was Bryant. Big gap out there between Miller, St. Laurent. And that one just, Vincent Van Gogh paints the outside corner, 0-2. Just getting a piece of it to stay alive is Bryant. Curveball, did he check his swing? Check down the first? No, says first base umpire Rod Nishi. It'll be 1-2. Another curveball, just misses inside.
He thought he had him.
2-2, yeah. Looked like it from our vantage point. Fastball misses outside. That was, yeah, I was going to say he ran down the first, but that was only 2-2. The scorekeeper even changed it for a second. I had 2-2 on my sheet, but now it'll be full.
Yeah, Brian had us all fooled. He ran down there confidently and with some conviction. He thought he could pull a fast one, or maybe just got lost in the count.
And a swing and a miss, so Eden strikes out the side. He's got 5 strikeouts through 2. No score here, and you're listening to the D3 Sac-Joaquin Section Championship game on PlayOnSports.com.
No hits, no errors, no runners, left on base.
And leading off the top of the third will be the leadoff batter, Devin Pettengill. And for all your play-by-play action, here is the one and only Jared Hicks.
All right, thanks, Ben. Pettengill in the first inning grounded out to the shortstop, as that's a strike in there. Pettengill took Loomis to a deep pitch count early in the first inning, as that one will be a ball check swing on the bunt, ruled safe. So the count 1-1 to Devin Pettengill. Pitch from Loomis, just outside. Oh, they called it inside. Or excuse me, they called it on the corner for a strike. I thought that one was just outside from my vantage point, but home umpire Paul Hirokona thought otherwise. So the count 1-2. Pitch swung on right back to Loomis at the pitcher's mound and puts Pettengill away for the out. So next up will be the third baseman, Wesley Estes. in the first inning for Estes. He too was put out on a ground out 6-3. One pitch as first pitch up there high for a ball. First pitch from Estes swung on and ended up grounding out. So the pitch from Loomis, grounded off Loomis at the pitcher's mound and thrown to first. Safe is Estes, just beating it out. Interesting hop there, Ben, as Estes grounded it off Loomis at the pitcher's mound.
Yeah, Loomis looked like he was just trying to keep the ball in front of him. That's probably going to leave a mark. The good heads-up play there by the third baseman Bryant to make an attempt. It was actually a bang-bang play at first. Estes has pretty good speed. And Loomis, he'll probably feel that one tomorrow, that's for sure. Manager Dave Rodriguez came out to check on him.
So Justin Noreen, the first baseman, coming up the bat. Noreen in there, the big righty bat going against the righty Loomis. The pitch on the outside corner for strike one. Noreen in his first at bat walked as he took the count full before receiving that walk from Devin Loomis. Loomis's pitch swung on and grounded to the shortstop, tagged at second and put away for the 6-4-3 double play. 6-3 on the put out. So we are through 2.5, and the score is still 0-0 between Yuba and Colfax.
For the Hawkers in the top half of the third inning.
Back here at Union Stadium on the campus of Sacramento City College for the D3 boys, or excuse me, the D3 Sac-Joaquin Section Baseball Championship between Yuba City and Colfax. The pitch is right on the outside corner to Ryan Glazner. Again, right on the outside corner to Glazner, and he's already down 0-2. Or excuse me, to Michael Wilson, excuse me. So Wilson takes the pitch, and it's a 1-2 count. Eden goes to work quickly, and the pitch is outside as Wilson was able to check his swing in time. Jared Hicks alongside Ben Schneider here as Chandler Eden pitches it to Wilson, and it is just rolled foul. Choppy swing by Wilson, just trying to stay alive on that one. And that he does as he comes back to the batter's box. Wilson, the right-handed bat, 5'11", catching for this Colfax Falcons team. Eden's pitch just outside with the curveball. Looked like it was breaking right over the plane of the plate and just veered off outside. The pitch from Eden, fastball swung on and right to the shortstop for the putout. 6-3 of Wilson. Nice play there by Pettingill, charging hard to put out Wilson.
Yeah, it was. He made a great jump off the bat and really didn't have a whole lot of time to get out of the glove. So nice exchange there by Pettingill there at short.
So Chaz Reisinger at the plate. He tries to bunt and bunts foul as he goes against Chandler Edenben, who, to say the least, has been on his stuff for most of the day.
He's been fantastic. A little control issues there in the first to hit batters and a walk, but he's already got 5 strikeouts, and he's throwing the ball hard.
Reisinger fouls that one out of play, so again, down in the count, 0-2 is Colfax. Eden works the pitch, way outside for ball 1. So 1-2 the count with 1 down in the bottom of the 3rd inning to Chaz Reisinger. Got him on
Reisinger knew it too.
Outside corner did Eden, and as you were saying, Reisinger knew it the minute that pitch hit.
Yeah, he's headed straight to the dugout.
So back to the top of the order for Colfax. Now Ryan Glazner is up to bat, as Glazner in his first at bat in the 1st inning struck out swinging. The pitch was foul tipped for a strike. Glazner, as the pitch was just inside for a ball. Glazner playing in center field today, the 6'1" center fielder in his senior season at Colfax High. Pitch from Eden, swung on and missed for strike 2 as Glazner stands in there with the lefty bat, high pants high with the high socks and the open stance. The pitch from Eden is just outside, so it's a 2-2 count now. Eden's been working fast all day, taking no time as the pitch is delivered and swung on and missed by Glazner. So we're through 3, and the score still Yuba City 0, Colfax 0. So back here for the top half of the 4th inning from Union Stadium in Sacramento, it will be Cameron Dana up to bat. First pitch from Bugarin in there for a ball. It'll be Dana Goldby Mejia if anybody gets on the pitcher Chandler Eden will come up to the plate. Dana swung on that one going into right center field and caught by the right fielder, Chaz Reisinger, for the putout.
Catcher number 8, Cooper Goldby.
So Cooper Goldby now up to the plate with one down. And Loomis, is up to the plate, and he'll put it out. Put it out 4-3 for the out. So 2 down as Hayden Mejia now up to the plate.
Both pitchers, Loomis and Eden, find themselves in a nice little groove here, Jared. This game's going along quickly. They're getting ahead of the pitchers, which is always important, and staying with them too. Both pitchers have had very good two-strike approaches.
Pitch in there for a strike to Mejia. Yeah, it seems like it's been a interesting day on the mound. Two pitchers doing it in two different ways. As Loomis on the mound for the Falcons. They thought that that one was outside, but apparently not. So the count is 1-2 now to Hayden Mejia. The pitch swung on and missed. So 3 up, 3 down for Yuba City. As we're through 3.5, the score is still knotted at 0.
For the Hawkers in the top half of the 4th inning, no runs on no hits, no errors, no runners left on base.
Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games at YouTube and at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all your high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. It's the last event of the year here in the Sac-Joaquin section, but you can relive all the great games we covered in the 2012-2013 season by going to our on-demand page. Catch all the great highlights from this high school sports season right here on your destination for high school sports in the Sac-Joaquin section, PlayOnSports.com. And don't forget, folks, stay tuned to the PlayOnSports.com postgame show where Jared and I will select a player of the game. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
So Colfax coming up in the bottom half of the 4th inning. It'll be Henry Campbell Loomis. If anybody's able to get on, then it'll be the first baseman, James Dean, coming to the plate. But Ray Henry will lead off the 4th for Colfax. In his first at bat, Henry was awarded first base after he was hit by a pitch. Henry, the left fielder for today, the young sophomore. Crouch stance, open but crouched, as the pitch from Chandler Eden is swung on directly to first base, and Justin Noreen for the putout.
Shortstop number 3, David Campbell.
So David Campbell up to the plate now with one down in the top half of the 4th inning. If you're just joining us on PlayOnSports.com, thank you for tuning in on your Memorial Day, spending some time with us. while you're at home, whether you're in your barbecue pit, outside, you're watching on your computer, indoors in your living room. Thank you for tuning in. You are listening to the Division III baseball championship of the Sac-Joaquin section between Yuba City and Colfax, as Chandler Eden's on the mound for the Honkers of Yuba City. The pitch hits David Campbell. That's the second hit batsman of the day by Eden. And Devin Loomis, the pitcher, will come to the plate to face Eden now. Chandler Eden looks in. The stretch, the pitch. In there for a strike. In Loomis's first at bat today, all the way back in the first inning, he struck out looking. Pitch swung on and fouled down the third base line into his dugout. So it's quickly 0-2 to Loomis. Wind blowing, more of a breeze, but it's still overcast day as Eden throws to first base to check on the runner Campbell. He slides back in there safely. So 0-2 count with one down in the bottom of the fourth. Pitch in there for a ball to Loomis. Loomis, the righty bat, looks into a pitch way outside for another ball, 2-2 count. That pitch was all the way in the left-handed batter's box. Eden shaking off his catcher and has the pitch. Throws over to Noreen at first, but Campbell slides back in there safely. As I was saying, overcast day here on this Memorial Day in Sacramento. No rain this afternoon. A little bit of sprinkles earlier this morning as the pitch fouled back by Loomis. Still 2-2 count. Clouds not quite dissipating, but at the same time, pleasant breeze for those that came with their jackets outside. The pitch, curveball, struck out looking, did Loomis.
And that's the second time Loomis has struck out looking. Just pitch is just too close to lay off. You got to be aggressive out here with Eden dealing the way he is.
8 strikeouts on the day for Chandler Eden as James Dean, the lefty bat, steps in. Swung on was the pitch by Dean for strike one. Eden's had some control issues today, Ben, but when he's been on and had the count in his favor, he's found a way to strike out these batters.
Yeah, absolutely. It seems like a lot of these Falcons are intimidated by him out there on the mound there.
The Falcons throughout this game have come up with a patient approach, but when Eden's been able to get the count in his favor, seems like it's been able to put it away as Dean fouls that one out of play for an 0-2 count. 2 down in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Colfax and Yuba City still knotted up in a scoreless game of the D3 Sac-Joaquin Section Baseball Championships here from Sacramento City College. Pitch outside for a ball, and the count is now 1-2.
We start to see the nightcap teams stroll in.
Dean fouls that one down the first base line as Loomis was going on contact.
Benicia players
As
starting to file in.
As Ben mentioned, Benicia, of course, will be playing in the Division II championship game against the Cougars of Del Campo. That pitch up high, or are they going to say that was a foul tip?
I think foul tip.
Foul tip, so the count will remain the same at 1-2. To James Dean, his first at bat, he struck out looking.
Colfax still looking for their first hit of the game, but it's not like Yuba is doing much either. They only have one hit. We only have one hit total. The hit by Yuba City came from
Wild pitch there by Eden as
Campbell moves to second.
Campbell moves to second, as Ben just mentioned. So a runner in scoring position for James Dean if he can get a hit. Swung on. Now that was a
weird.
bizarre play. To recap, he swung on strike 3, but the catcher for Yuba City, Goldby, couldn't hang on to it as he was searching for the ball behind the plate in the backstop area, and Campbell was at second base, and he went down to third and eventually came home, but Dean was put out. So instead of Colfax finding a way to manufacture a run, they go down with a scoreless inning, and we're through 4, and a bizarre turn. The score is still 0-0 between Yuba City and Colfax.
So top of the 5th, no score here. D3 section championship game. Only one hit so far. That was a single by Estes back in the 2nd. Batter to lead off the top of the 5th will be Chandler Eden. He grounded out to second his first at bat. Trying to help his own cause here. It'll be 7, 8, 9 hitters. Eden, Bagarin, and Miller. Curveball's outside, 1-1. But Loomis has been dealing as well. He hasn't been dominating like Eden, but he's been very efficient. And there's a blast to left. And making the catch out there is Henry. Henry had him positioned nicely, Jared. He barely had to move for that one.
Yeah, that one was hit right to Henry out there in left field. Not a lot of work for his legs to do, but good technique to get the put away on big Chandler Eden, their ace pitcher.
Damon Bugarin will be the hitter. He reached on an error in the 2nd. He's 0 for 1. Lefty against the righty Loomis, who he's only shook off Wilson maybe once or twice. First pitch hitting to short, waiting for it. Campbell across the diamond. It's a high throw, but Dean able to apply the tag. And Bugarin retired after one pitch.
Left fielder number 12, Matt Miller.
That'll bring up Matt Miller. He struck out swinging in the second. Miller, the left fielder, trying to get a 2-out rally going for the Honkers. It's been a classic pitcher's duel here today. Ball's high, 1-0 on Miller. Miller is a senior. That one's on the inside corner, 1-1. Another grounder. Moving to his left is Campbell. Takes his time, throws across the diamond. And just like that, a 5-pitch inning for Loomis. The Honkers go down in order through 5.5, or through 4.5, I should say. It is no score here at the D3 Sac-Joaquin section title game here on PlayOnSports.com.
To the top half of the 5th inning, no runs on no hits, no errors, no runners left on base.
Folks, do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the Play on Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Six, seven, 8 batters for the Falcons here in the home half of the 5th. It'll be Pawski, Bryant, and Wilson. But Eden is dealing. First pitch is outside, 1-0. Pawski struck out swinging in the second. And that's just foul. Went over the base at third, but foul by a couple feet. And it's 1-1 now on Matt. Just one total hit. Crowd, a great crowd, but Jared, they haven't had much to cheer about other than when one of their pitchers strikes out one of the batters. That's right down Broadway for a called strike 1 and 2.
Yeah, unless you're a Yuba City fan today, getting to appreciate all the fans that Chandler Eden's brought today. It's been a real quiet crowd.
2 and 2. That one's an easy take for Pawski. It's a couple feet off the plate. That one just misses outside. Eden can't believe it. He thought he had it, and it counts full now on Matt Pawski.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot today from the umpire, Paul Hirokona, on both sides.
Chopper to short, coming in on it is Pettengale. Long throw across the diamond in time. Nice play there by Pettendale.
Yeah, Pettengill seen a lot of action today over there at second base to get a lot of these runners out. Obviously, Colfax not able to get a hit today, and it stays that way as Kyle Bryant comes to the plate.
Bryant struck out his first at bat in the third. Fastball's outside, 1-0. A 1-1 or 2-0. That ball's on the inside corner, 2-1. 2 Bryant, looking to get something going here for the Falcons. Called strike, 2-2.
Yeah, those last 2 pitches fooled Bryant. That first one where he kind of looked like he was about to brace for getting hit. That curve just ducked in that one. Couldn't decide whether to go or not.
Curveball swing and a miss. Down goes Bryant, and he didn't look good on any of those pitches, Jared.
No, not at all. Eden did a great job of keeping Bryant off guard as he fans his 10th batter of the afternoon.
Unbelievable. Michael Wilson is the batter. He actually put it in play in the third. He grounded out to short. Curveball is in there for a called strike, 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Eden wasting no time out there, working quickly for the majority of this game.
Yeah, he's got a nice little rhythm going out there. Both pitchers do. 2-2 pitch. Fastball, that's just, I mean, good morning, good afternoon, good night. 3-pitch strikeout through 5, no score. We got a pitcher's duel brewing, folks, for the D3 Sac-Joaquin section title. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back for the 6th inning right after these words from our local sponsors. Top of the lineup here for the Honkers. It'll be Pettingale, Estes, and Noreen. Pettingale 0 for 2, a couple of groundouts. So he takes a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. No score here, top of the 6th. We've only had 1 hit total, folks. That was a single by Estes. And Estes is actually on deck. He had a single in the 3rd. That's it. We've had base runners, but it's been a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel. Crowd getting a little bit restless. They want some action. They want to see some offense. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. Fastball's outside. That's where Wilson was setting up, and he just missed his target. Well, 1-2.
Yeah, and you mentioned at the crowd just kind of sitting on their hands waiting for something to get excited about. Haven't even had too many balls go past the infield.
Just getting a piece of it is Pettingale. It will remain 1-2.
Yeah, we talked about these 2 pitchers in this pitching duel doing it 2 different ways. Loomis doing a very good job of pitching to contact and getting a lot of ground outs, whereas Eden very much a strikeout pitcher.
Defensive swing there, and he just gets a piece. They're playing the shift. A big gap out there in left center. There's a chopper to second. Easy play, but no, he makes an errant throw. Plasky took too much time. I don't know if they're going to give that. It wasn't not a great throw, but Dean probably should have had it.
Yeah, that's tough. You would think that one would go to Dean. It was a tough throw, but it's tough to figure out if they're going to give that one to Dean or they're going to give that one
I would say Dean.
To Paskey.
Looks like Paskey was a little bit nonchalant about it, but Dean should have had that. This is what you got to do. You got to bunt him over, and a great bunt. And he does his job.
Oh, wow.
And they got it picked off. Unbelievable. Wow. So Pettingale, for some reason, was leaning after second base. The play goes originally 5-3 and then 4-6 maybe.
Yeah, I think they're going to get 4-6 on the actual putout, but yeah, that should have been a sack bunt.
So it's your typical 5-3, 4-6 double play, and there's quickly 2 away. Wow. So base running mistake by Pettingale, to say the least. He should have been on second here with 1 out. Instead, base is empty with 2 outs, and it's Justin Noreen who walked and grounded out. He's 0 for 1. Changeup misses in the dirt, 1-1 now on Justin. I like the idea, Jared, when there's lack of base runners and lack of hits to bunt him over. That was the right move. He made a nice bunt, Estes did, but for some reason Pettingale was off second, and they easily picked him off.
Yeah, I don't know if Pettingale overran second or was just a little bit too eager in the situation, but to get a situation like that, you just have to take the base, get into scoring position, and then work from there.
Curveball catches the outside corner, 2-2. And now Noreen's going to have to wait for the pitch he wants and give it a smack. Loomis gets what he wants from Wilson, and the 2-2 pitch. Fouled back out of play. We'll do it again. Top of the 6th, no score here, folks. D3 Sac-Joaquin Section Championship game. Nathan Schemmel is our in-game producer. Justin Gorley, our videographer, alongside Jared Hicks. I'm Ben Schneider. Happy to have you with us here on Memorial Day. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And the Honkers go down. It actually ends up being in order after that crazy play. Through 5.5, no score. We'll be back with the bottom of the 6th right after this. You're listening to the Play On High School Sports Network. Bottom of the 6th now. It'll be Resslinger, Glasner, and Henry. Resslinger, first pitch, swing and a miss. 0-1. Oh, he just got a piece of it.
Yeah, he tried to bunt that one for a base hit, but unfortunately went foul in his case.
Risinger is 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking. Tried to bunt for it, but it goes right back to Eden. Easy play. Scoop underhand pass over to Nordine for the easy 1-3 putout.
Yeah, just a little bit too strong. Didn't get that one up the baseline enough, or up the base path enough. It went more directly towards the pitcher Eden for the easy putout 1-3.
So leadoff hitter Glasner, who has had no luck at the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of swinging Ks. Center fielder trying to get on base, trying to get something going. If you're just joining us, we've had 1 hit total. And that hit him. If you can say one blemish on Eden is his control at times. That's his 3rd hit batsman.
Yeah, 3rd hit batsman of the game. 4th base on either balls via the walk or a hit by a pitch. So when he's been on, but he has been a little bit wild on his location throughout the day.
Henry, who was hit by a pitch in the 1st, grounded out in the 4th. He's 0 for 1. Fastball could be 2 to second. Flipped to short, relayed over to first in time. 4-6-3 inning ending double play. We'll head to the 7th inning, folks. No score here from Union Stadium.
Folks, we want to remind you that Play on Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and great links to great highlights, Follow us at Play on Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/playonnetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. We also want to remind you folks to stay tuned for the playonsports.com postgame show, where we will select our player of the game. That's coming up immediately following the conclusion of this game between Yuba City and Colfax on your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com.
Number 48, Cameron Hanna.
So DH leading off Cameron Dana. He's 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch in the 1st and flew out to right in the 4th. Swing and a miss, 0-1. We have no score here, top of the 7th. Sun coming out a little bit now for about the 2nd or 3rd time today.
Yeah, it's finally peeking its way through these clouds out here today, Ben. Very much a welcome sight.
Curveball's in there for a called strike quickly. 0-2 now on Dana. Goldby's on deck, followed by Mejia. The slow chopper to second. Fielding it and throwing in time for the putout. Good patience there by Plasky. He had to wait for it. Took it off his chest and made a quick relay to Dean in time.
That was a close play if there ever was one. The Yuba fans thought that Dana was going to be safe, or was safe, but very handy plays by Paskey to get the putout at first.
That'll bring up Goldby, who's 0 for 2, a couple of ground outs. Strike on the outside corner, 0-1. That's belted into left field for a base hit. So Goldby has just a second hit of the game, both by the Honkers. As Eden's pitching a no-hitter on the other side of the field. We got a pinch runner. It's going to be number 12, Matt Miller.
Your attention, please. Pinch running for the Honkers at first base, number 42, Blake Rose.
We'll bring up Mejia.
Second baseman, number 21, Hayden Mejia.
Mejia is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a flyout. Loomis steps off the rubber. Now he's ready to rock and roll. That's right down Broadway for a called strike, 0-1. Mejia, a righty. Another senior. Just off the inside corner, 1-1. Honkers are 20-11 on the year. But I can't imagine they lost many games when Eden was on the mound, Jared. He's been fantastic here today. It's not allowed a hit through 6. Runner goes, swing and a miss, throw down the second. Another good throw. They got him. Miller picked off on a nice play by Wilson. Perfect throw again, Jared. Play goes 2-4.
Well, yeah, it was just as you were mentioning. What a fantastic day it's been for Yuba City, but man, got put out right there. That's a tough situation to have. That's the second time today where we've had a runner try to steal a base to get into scoring position, manufacture a run, and get thrown out. Excellent job by the catcher.
Fouled back out of play, quickly 0-1. It's actually 1-2. I make a correction on Mejia. Curveball fouling it off. We'll do 1-2 all over again. Both teams have lost a game in the section playoffs. Last loss for Yuba City was May 18th versus Lincoln. And last loss for Colfax was May 18th versus Whitney. That ball's outside to even the count at 2-2. Fouled back. 2-2 again. Nice little battle here with Mejia and Loomis. In the bottom of the 7th, Colfax will have Campbell, Loomis, and Dean, 3-4-5 hitters, so they'll have the heat of their order, but they haven't been able to do anything. Outside. Full count now, 3-2 on Mejia.
Yeah, it's been a Jekyll and Hyde day for Chandler Eden for Yuba City on the mound, where when he has been able to locate his pitches and get that curveball working with his dynamite fastball, he's been putting these batters away.
Chopper to short, base hit for Mejia. Not much Campbell can do about that. I'm surprised he even made the attempt. A good effort to at least make the play close, but you got to figure, too, if you didn't get caught stealing, you got a guy on third most likely now.
Yeah, at worst he's on second base.
Right.
You know, as it was a tough place for Campbell to make because of the high chopper, but so now you have Moreno running for Mejia at first base. Rocky Moreno, the 5'8" junior. for Yuba City.
Some speed out there on the bag, not a bad call. But 2 outs is going to take a little bit of a rally. Curveball's in there for a called strike, 0-1. Been very effective on that first pitch curveball to get ahead of batters. He's had Honkers fooled all afternoon. 0-1 pitch. This time a fastball outside, 1-1. Therefore, called strike 1 and 2.
Outfield slightly shifted to left field.
That's a fair ball down the first baseline. This could be a go-ahead run. Rounding second and heading to third. And the relay play, it's going to be a close play at the plate. It's offline, and the Honkers take a 1-0 lead. On an RBI double from Eden, he helps his own cause, Jared.
Yeah, Eden just scorched that one down the right field line into that corner in right field, and Rocky Moreno had on his jetpacks as he was able to round the bases from first and get in for the first run and the only run of this game.
So good, nice call there by Dave Rodriguez to send in the pinch runner. Eden will come out to a standing ovation. They'll give him some rest before he has to go out for what could be out the closeout. Do we get a number on the pinch runner?
Now batting right fielder number 7, Damon Buchanan.
I couldn't see the number. We do have a pinch runner for Eden. He's going to rest that.
I believe it's Sam Myers, but he's not on the roster, so not on the roster in the program anyway. So
Eden gets a chance to rest that arm of his. He's going to be going for the no-hitter in the 7th. Called strike, 0-1 on the new batter, Bugarin. Outside 1-1 now on number 7, the lefty. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Misses high, 2-1. Yeah, that ball just was hugging the first baseline, Jared. Dean couldn't get to it, and then it kind of got lost down there in the corner. And there's a shot up the middle. Could be an insurance run. Rounding third and heading home is Myers. Going to be a play at the plate. They would have had him, but it skips away from Wilson. And the Honkers take a 2-0 lead on an RBI single by Bugarin. They would have had him, Jared.
yeah, they would have had him if that run doesn't skip away. Instead,
It took
Yuba
a funny
City
bounce on Wilson, but the throw was there in time.
It did, and Yuba City, instead of having a one-run game go to the bottom half of the 7th for Colfax, now they have that insurance run on there, and it really puts the pressure on Devin Loomis and this Colfax team to get out of this inning.
We got the meeting on the mound. We'll take a break in the action. 2-0. Honkers on top here on the D3 section championship game. And the batter will be Matt Miller after the short break. Miller's 0 for 2. On the throw to the plate that got away from Wilson, Bugarin able to make it to second. Fouled back to Miller, 0-1. Byers was the runner that scored. Thank you very much, Jared. I was saying Myers because that's what I heard over the PA system. Good piece of base running. I think he's out. Had Wilson held on.
I agree. I agree with you on that one.
It's now 0-2 on Miller. Time's called by Miller. 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors for Yuba City. No runs on no hits, 2 errors for Colfax. Oh, just off the outside corner, 1-2. That one was pretty close.
I thought that was going to be the one to get him out of the inning, but Paul Hirokona thought otherwise.
Curveball misses low. 2-2. Two-two pitch here with 2 outs and a 2-0 lead. Swing and a miss. Miller goes down swinging for the second time, but not before the Honkers sent 6 men to the plate. They get 2 runs on 3 hits. They leave 1 through 6.5, 2-0. Honkers on top. Colfax has one last chance after these words.
4 hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base.
All right, so 3, 4, 5 batters for the Falcons trying to get 2 to tie, 3 to go home happy, but they got to get a hit first. And leading off will be David Campbell, the shortstop. He's actually yet to make an official at bat. He's been hit by a pitch and he walked. Ball's outside 1-0. They'd love to get the leadoff guy on here, Jared.
I agree. It would, as that one goes to 1-1. I think in this situation, even if you're Campbell, if you have to take some pitches or even, sacrifice one here just to get on base, anything it takes to get on the base paths.
But you're not going to get on looking at strikes. 1-2 as that one glazes the outside corner. Fouled out of play. It'll remain 1-2. Yuba looking for their first championship since 2010. Hasn't been that long, but they really swing and a miss. Nowhere near that one was Campbell. I
think so. It's amazing.
We have Devin Loomis, who struck out looking 2 times, and he has not looked good in either at bat. First pitch is a strike, and that's what Chandler Eden's done so well, Jared, all afternoon, is get ahead of the batters.
Yeah, he's been able to get ahead and work quickly from there.
There's a pop-up out of play back towards us, actually, just above the press box here at Union Stadium.
Felt like that one hit the roof, felt a little rumble. Don't know if it was another earthquake or not.
The earthquake, well, hold on, 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. Loomis goes down swinging this time, but strikes out for the 3rd time. That earthquake everyone was talking about Thursday. I could have sworn all that was Vivek taking the stage at the rally.
It sure felt like it. I'll say
Were
that.
you there?
Oh, I was.
Yeah.
I was down there doing a little bit of work myself, but amazing day.
You were working. Yeah, I had a blast. Really did. Felt good to not be able to work and just go put on my Jason Williams jersey. And just had a heck of a good time. But here we go, folks. We're 1 out away from the Honkers winning the section title. And we might see history, too. I don't know. We have to research it, but I don't know if there's ever been a no-hitter in a section title game. And this could be it. To third. Estes has it. Throws to first. Oh, and he gets away. Oh, wow. It gets away from Noreen at first. On the play, Dean gets to second. That's got to be an E3.
Yeah, you would think that Noreen would
throw
have
was
that
there.
one. That's a tough way for Eden selfishly to see
Well, it's still
the no-hitter go,
well,
but
still
still.
no hitters. I mean, it hasn't been a perfect game. Remember, we had the hit batter on the second at bat of the game.
Yeah, that's true. And at the same time,
So the no hitter's actually still in place.
it's still in play since it was ruled an error.
Meeting on the mound. Head coach Tim Day.
Pitch ready for the Falcons at second base, number 1, R.J. Hurley.
R.J. Hurley will be the pinch runner for Dean.
Number 4, Matt Paskey.
And it all comes down to Matt Paskey, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. What happened on that play, Noreen? Seemed like a routine scoop. He took his eyes off the ball.
I think that's the only thing that it could possibly be. Just took his eyes off the play at the last second. Got a little bit overexcited about ending this game, but you'll have Dean, who went to second, and now Hurley in for his place, pinch running, and Paskey trying to use some of that momentum that's in Yuba, or excuse me, in Colfax's favor to manufacture an inning of their own to do some damage.
0-1 as Paskey is, in fact, the potential tying run. Bryant on deck should anyone reach. That one just misses low, 1-1.
Yuba fans thought that one was going to be a strike, definitely. Count even at 1-1 with that take by Paskey.
Curveball, and Paskey unable to hold up on that one. And once again, Honkers are 1 strike away from another section title. Crowd on its feet. Eden getting pumped out there on the bump. Paskey's trying to stay alive. Fouled it back out of play. Just got a piece of it. We'll do 1-2 all over again. Looked like Hurley was moving on the play.
Yeah, 2 down. He's going to be moving on contact. No point in wasting a base runner in the bottom of the 7th.
Curveball gets away from Goldbear. Advancing to third is Hurley. What a take there. Wow, that was pretty close. Goldby made a nice stop on it. But you don't really have to pay too much attention to the runner, Jared.
No, in this situation, it's focus on the batter. You have one
Exactly.
job.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss! And the Honkers have won the T3 section title as the team comes screaming out of the dugout. They mob Chandler Eden, who pitches a no-hitter, a complete game no-hitter with 13 strikeouts. I think it's pretty clear who our PlayOnSports.com post-game guests will be, and we'll get an interview with them. I promise you that, folks. Chandler Eden, unbelievable. He goes the distance. Allows no hits, just a handful of base runners, strikes out 13, and hats off to to the Colfax Falcons. And Loomis, he pitched a fantastic game as well, but there was nothing getting in the way of Yuba City and Eden here this afternoon. Once again, folks, your final score, 2-0. Yuba City defeats Colfax in the D3 Sac-Joaquin Division Championship game. Unbelievable. We'll be back with our PlayOnSports.com post-game show where we will have a player of the game interview with Chandler Eden. Be patient, folks. We got awards ceremonies. It's going to take a while to bring him up here. So you're probably looking at about 15 minutes before we resume our PlayOnSports.com post-game show. Be patient with us, but we will get an interview with Chandler Eden. He pitched a no-hitter, and he led the Yuba City Honkers to the section title by a score of 2-0. We'll be back with the post-game show right after this. 13 strikeouts.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP. get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Yeah, we're ready. All right, welcome back to the PlayOnSports.com postgame show. I know I've been doing this a long time. I don't think I've ever had an easier time of picking a player of the game. We got him right here. We got senior Chandler Eden. Perfect, or not a perfect game, but a no-hitter with 13 strikeouts. Also had the big RBI double. First off, congratulations on the victory. What are you feeling right now?
Thank you very much, honestly. And our team's come a long way, and we worked for it really hard, so we got it.
Have you ever pitched a no-hitter before?
Honestly, I haven't never pitched a no-hitter before. So.
Well, you save it for this. What was it about your stuff that was fantastic today?
Honestly, like, my fastball was working pretty good. I had a little tail on it, and then my curveball is my.
Absolutely, you mixed in the changeup too.
Yeah, my changeup. That's not my that's not like my dominating pitch, but somehow I was getting it over today. So.
Yeah, it looked really good. It really did. Batter in the second guy, then you walked the guy. Seemed like, could have easily got away from you there. What kind of adjustments did you make there in the first after getting a couple guys on with the free passes?
Well, I told myself that I worked hard a really long time to get here, and I'm not going to let it slip away. So.
Yeah, that's good. At what point in the game did you realize that something special at bat or a certain strikeout?
After about the fourth inning, when I realized that I was feeling pretty good on the mound and that I was going to add a better, so. That's pretty much.
About the fifth, sixth inning, you figured this is really something special going on here.
Exactly.
Cool. Now Loomis, on the other hand, he pitched well for them.
Yeah.
He really did. How were you guys able to get to him there in the seventh, and then talk about your knock for the RBI double there?
Well, I grew up playing with Loomis for about 5 years. I played with him in baseball out of Roseville, and he's a great pitcher, and he has amazing stuff. So he is keeping us off balance all night. My hit, I just stuck the bat out there and got a piece of it. So
sometimes that's
all you can do against a good pitcher like that. So
13 strikeouts. What was working for you? A lot of them were looking. It seemed like you were painting the corners nice. What was the approach there on the two strikes?
My approach was to either go high heat fastball or curveball outside or whatever. So.
Well, talk about Goodby. He didn't shake him off too many times. He caught a pretty good game for you.
Oh yeah, he's always caught a good game for me. He's been my catcher for.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and then just Coach Rodriguez, what was his message to you and the team after the game?
After the game, he said, "You told me," because last year I told him said after we got eliminated, and he reminded me of that after the game. So.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Talk about your plans for next year. I know you're a senior.
Next year, I'm going to play baseball at Oregon State University. And make an impact there. So
you going to try to be a starting pitcher down there too? As well?
Hopefully, you never know if I work hard enough. So.
Do you play any other positions?
No, I'm just. I play right field in high school, but I think I'm just gonna.
Very cool. There you go. There's our player of the game, Chandler Eden. Once again, fantastic game. 13 strikeouts. He pitches a no-hitter, drives in the go-ahead RBI double in the seventh. We'll be back to wrap this one up after.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
And welcome back to the PlayOnSports.com postgame show. First and foremost, I want to apologize. We actually had 14 strikeouts, so I didn't want to shortchange Mr. Eden there. I was saying 13 during the postgame interview. What a great kid. Nice guy, too. And Corvallis next year. That's going to be – I'll have to watch him as he progresses through the college ranks because he's a fantastic talent, Jared. Never pitched a no-hitter. Picked a pretty good day to have one, not only the 14 strikeouts, but then the RBI double, too, to get his
hopefully going the whole game to get the no-hitter. But as you mentioned, the 14 strikeouts at times, Chandler was a little bit erratic, having a couple hit batsmen and a couple walks. But, man, when he was on, he was on. He stayed for the majority of the game. And when it was time to put him away, he did so with that overpowering fastball, with that shifty curveball of his that he had. And Colfax really were able to get deep into the counts with their patience early on into the game. They just could not get the barrel of the bat on the ball to ultimately give themselves a chance to win the game.
No, they couldn't. And then when they did have guys on, they had a couple key base running long run as Yuba City waited until the 7th, but they got their timely hits when it mattered most. So once again, folks, Yuba City wins the D3 Sac-Joaquin section title by a score of 2-0 over Colfax. Comes up a little bit short. And congratulations to Yuba City. Any final thoughts, Jared, before I close things out?
Well, I mean, it was just a great game in terms of the pitchers' duel to watch, just to see how two different going at each other until that 7th inning when Yuba City was able to get to Devin Loomis and get the
absolutely.
The eventual game-winning run that was driven in by the aforementioned Chandler Parsons, and the insurance run that was all there as well by Damon Bugarin. So
yeah, that was big too.
It was big. It was big to have that insurance run. Of course, Yuba City, the 2 runs, 5 hits. They had the 1 error and left 5 on base. Colfax, no runs, no hits, but those 2 errors and at times the 3 runners left on base. It's a low number, when you think about it in terms of it being a no-hit. But they had so many errors.
Duel, yeah.
When it's a pitch that you had runners on base, but just poor base running or poor judgment by the Falcons of Colfax, it really cost them.
Absolutely. So, and thanks for going down there and getting him, by the way. I'm sure it wasn't easy to I know he's doing probably a lot of media interviews.
He is the man. At least we had to get through at least about 150 of his closest family and friends down there in the brown and gold. But he was very gracious and grateful for the time to come up here and do all the different interviews, including the one he did with us here at Sports.com. So very nice kid. And
absolutely. I appreciate you going down and making that happen for us.
No problem at all.
And so we got, folks, just a quick reminder, we got the D2 championship game coming up. Sac-Joaquin section championship game between Del Campo and Benicia. That's a 7. Benicia 27-4. So stay on to playonsports.com for that one. Going to wrap things up. Once again, your final score: Yuba City 2, Colfax 0. For my videographer Justin Gorley and our in-game producer Nathan Schembel, for Jared Hicks, I'm Ben Schneider saying so long, buddy. We will be right back on the air for the D2 section championship game here in about a half hour. Once again, your final score: Yuba City 2 and Colfax 0. You've been listening to the D3 Sac-Joaquin section championship game only on Sports.com.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.
Panthers, right?
Yeah.
What's the head coach's name?
Jim Boyles.
Boyles.
Interesting note. Yeah, interesting note.
How do you spell that?
Bowles. Or it might be Bowles.
Bowles, yeah.